Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. It's a beautiful day today in the Caribbean, paradise on earth. My friends, will Donald Trump and J.D. Vance deport Caribbean and African immigrants? That is the question for today, my friends. Will the new president-elect Donald Trump and his new vice president-elect J.D. Vance deport Caribbean and African citizens? The answer is yes and no, my friends. And I will explain to you in this video what does that mean. Yes and no. Donald Trump will deport, yes, and no, he will not deport some. Let me explain to you why yes, he will deport and yes, he will not deport. Donald Trump has said over and over again, so is J.D. Vance, he would have said over and over again, and I have a recording here which I will share with you later on, that he will focus on border immigration, my friends. He will focus on closing the border between Mexico and the United States of America. You know that southern border where immigrants just walk over the border and go into the United States illegally. He will control that, my friends. And he will also deport criminals, illegal criminals who are in the United States of America at this time. Immigrants who are criminals, who commit criminal activity, who are in the United States illegally. Those are the areas he will focus on, my friends. So let me just play a short video clip for you and then I will come back. This is Vice President J.D. Vance, Vice President-elect J.D. Vance, in an interview he did days before the presidential election in this landslide victory that Donald Trump and J.D. Vance would have won just a day ago, my friends. This is the interview that J.D. Vance did. It's just about 2 minutes long. Listen to it, and then I will get back to you.
To carry out the largest mass deportation plan in American history and to use the U.S. military to do so. Could you be more specific about exactly how this will work? For example, would you deport parents who have entered the U.S. illegally and separate them from any of their children who were born on U.S. soil? You have 2 minutes.
So first of all, Margaret, before we talk about deportations, we have to stop the bleeding. We have a historic immigration crisis because Kamala Harris started and said that she wanted to undo all of Donald Trump's border policies. 94 executive orders suspending deportations, decriminalizing illegal aliens, massively increasing the asylum fraud that exists in our system. That has opened the flood.
Play this for you, my friends. Sorry, just pause.
U.S. military to do so. Could you be more specific about exactly how this will work? For example, would you deport parents who have entered the U.S. illegally and separate them from any of their children who were born on U.S. soil? You have 2 minutes.
So first of all, Margaret, before we talk about deportations, we have to stop the bleeding. We have a historic immigration crisis because Kamala Harris started and said that she wanted to undo all of Donald Trump's border policies. 94 executive orders suspending deportations, decriminalizing illegal aliens, massively increasing the asylum fraud that exists in our system. That has opened the floodgates. And what it's meant is that a lot of fentanyl is coming into our country. I had a mother who struggled with opioid addiction and has gotten clean. I don't want people who are struggling with addiction to be deprived of their second chance because Kamala Harris let in fentanyl into our communities at record levels. So you've got to stop the bleeding. You've got to re-implement Donald Trump's border policies, build the wall, re-implement deportations. And that gets me to your point, Margaret, about what do we actually do? So we've got 25 million illegal aliens who are here in the country. What do we do with them? I think the first thing that we do is we start with the criminal migrants. About 1 million of those people have committed some form of crime in addition to crossing the border illegally. I think you start with deportations on those
You're gonna
folks.
start
And then
on
I
the
think you
border.
make it harder for illegal aliens to undercut the wages of American workers. A lot of people will go home if they can't work for less than minimum wage in our own country. And by the way, that'll be really good for our workers who just want to earn a fair wage for doing a good day's work. And the final point, Margaret, is you ask about family separation. Right now in this country, Margaret, we have 320,000 children that the Department of Homeland Security has effectively lost. Some of them have been sex trafficked. Some of them hopefully are in homes with their families. Some of them have been used as drug trafficking mules. The real family separation policy in this country is unfortunately Kamala Harris's wide open southern border. And I'd ask my fellow Americans to remember
Talking
when
about
she
the
came
southern
into
border.
office, she said she was going to do this. Real leadership would be saying, you know what, I screwed up. We're going to go back to Donald Trump's border policies. I wish that she would do that. It would be good for all of us.
To carry out the largest mass
Yes, my
deportation
friends,
plan
you
in
hear
American
that?
history.
What J.D. Vance, Vice President-elect J.D. Vance is saying there is that he's going to focus on the southern border. He's going to plug the gap. That border where people walk across, he's going to stop that. And those immigrants who are in the United States illegally, who would have crossed the border, who are committing crimes, they're going to crack down on that and deport them. We have many of them there in the US already. So Caribbean and African citizens who are in the United States of America, no need to be afraid, because most Caribbean and African citizens, they enter the US legally by plane with whatever visa, whether student visa, work visa. They enter the US legally. So he's not going to focus on that category. Donald Trump will focus on the border, and that is a big project. They've been trying to control that southern border for many decades. So that in itself, the border alone, will take Donald Trump a whole 4 years or 8 years in power to control. So he's going to focus his time on that, so he won't get a chance to, as some news articles are saying, that he would take away the citizenship from African and Caribbean people. He will take away your green card. He won't get to that because he will be so tied down on the southern border. That's a big project, and there are a number of illegal immigrants in the US at this time who cross the border from South America into the US. Those are the people he will focus on, my friends. So no need to be afraid. Just watch to see what will happen. If you're in the US illegally, do not commit any crime. If you're in the US illegally, be on a low profile, do not commit any crime, because if you commit a crime and they check and see that you're there illegally, you're gone under Donald Trump. He's not going to mess around. That's what he said. He's not going to mess around with crime and illegal immigration. Once you commit a crime and you're illegal, that's it. That's a red flag. Immediately you're gone, my friends. But if you're in the US, you're on a student visa, you finished your education, even if you went to visit, some of you overstayed your visa in the US. If you're Caribbean national or African national and you got a visa to go to the US and you overstayed your visa and you're not committing any crime, you're working wherever you're working, chances are nobody will get a chance to bother you. As long as you do not commit any crime, that is the key. If you're there illegally, you overstayed your visa, you overstayed your work permit, your student visa, whatever it is, and you commit a crime, you're in big trouble under Donald Trump, my friend. So no need to panic. No need to panic. Donald Trump, he will focus on the American people. Many of you are American citizens as well. If you're Caribbean and African citizen and you have dual citizenship, you're also an American citizen, you're okay. It won't bother you, my friends. So don't let the media scare you. We know the media, the Western media, traditional media. You have the, you know who they are. They're gonna try to scare you and tell you, oh, Donald Trump is deporting people now. He's deporting here. They're gonna bring up all this news. But don't be afraid. Just stay out of trouble and don't commit any crimes, my friends. But thank you, my friends. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Share it with all your friends and family. Comment your thoughts as well, because I'm looking forward to interacting with you under this video. So make sure to comment, share this video with all your friends and family. My name is Beyond. I'm in the Caribbean island Paradise Nation of St. Kitts and Nevis, my friends. Beautiful weather today, my friends. If you're a Democrat, I know many of you Democrats, you comment negative comments under my video. I did a video yesterday on not yesterday, the video I did before on the victory, Donald Trump victory, and what does it mean for Africa and the Caribbean. And oh my goodness, the amount of liberal Democrats who came under the post to give their negative comments. It was out of control. But we love you still, my friends. Make sure to keep it nice. Let's debate professionally. Let's be professional and debate the issues, the real life issues, not imaginary issues, my friends. But let's keep it clean. And please like this video, share it with all your friends and family, and please do consider subscribing to my channel. We're over 15,000 subscribers already, and we're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Who would have thought that this channel would have over 15,000 subscribers? Just 4 years ago, I was under 1,000 subscribers, and it took me about 4 years to get 1,000 subscribers, and now I'm over 15,000 subscribers. Thanks to you, because of your help and your support. So I say thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for continuing to watch all of my videos. I was in Africa for 4 months. I have the playlist from Uganda and Kenya. Make sure to watch those videos. And of course, don't be afraid of Donald Trump. Donald Trump said a lot of things that he had to say to get elected, but most of those stuff he's not gonna carry out, my friends. Mass deportation, I don't think that will happen, because, as I said, Donald Trump will focus on the southern border and deporting criminals, illegal criminals who are immigrants and who commit crime in the United States of America. Most Caribbean and African citizens we know work hard in America. We don't commit any crime. We just want to make a better life. So don't be afraid. Just stay humble and enjoy the Donald Trump presidency, my friends. He's gonna be there for 4 years. Yeah, chances are he will win another election, making it 8 years, and he will probably be one of the longest serving presidents in US history. 12 years in government, because Donald Trump served 4 years before, and if he served 8 years now, that will take it up to 12 years in government. So if you're a Democrat, supporter, might as well you get used to that, because Donald Trump will be there for a long time, my friends. Doesn't make any sense. Get all worked up and get high blood pressure, get sad, get angry. Yes, you could do that for a couple of days, but life goes on. And if you're a Democrat, you have a lot of money, come to the Caribbean and spend your money in the Caribbean. We welcome you here in the Caribbean, also in Africa as well. Invest in Africa, invest in the Caribbean. And if you don't want to be in America under Donald Trump, my friends. But thank you for watching this video, and of course I will see you again in the next video. Bye bye, much love.